skeleton runes.
They didn't really catch the spotlight until the anniversary update brought us the Tall Tales. One of the Tall Tale journals gave us a little peek, a brief description of skeleton runes, and suddenly the whole community realized there might be a hidden language built into the game. Rare handed us a key to a cipher, and from that point on, the hunt began. Since then, these runes have become a kind of secret code for the developers, a way to slip messages and mysteries into the game without saying a word. They've used them to tease upcoming features, hint at lore expansions, and build hype in the most cryptic way possible. And if you were sailing the seas in the months leading up to the Pirate's Life Tall Tales, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The skeleton runes were everywhere, but not in the way you'd expect. They showed up in social media posts, tucked away in the background of screenshots that seemed harmless at first glance. But in-game, players started to find stone tablets scattered across the map, ancient, weathered things marked with strange symbols. But the game never gave us a translation. All we had were vague descriptions, clues that something was coming. And that's what made it so brilliant. The community banded together, digging through every frame, every post, every corner of the game world to decode what these runes meant. It was like a slow burning mystery. No trailers, no big announcement, just a whisper through the shadows that something huge was on the horizon. Then it happened. Jack Sparrow, Davy Jones, a pirate's life dropped like a cannonball, and it was epic. But that build-up, that breadcrumb trail made of skeleton runes and half clues, that's what made it unforgettable. It was one of the most exciting times in Sea of Thieves history, and it all started with those strange little markings most players didn't even notice. And now, well, the runes are back. They've recently been showing up at the Order of Souls HQ at Port Merrick. Ooh, mysterious. Ancient carvings, ominous hints to what's to come. Surely something dark and terrifying is looming on the horizon, except there's just one tiny issue. Rare keeps spoiling their own surprises. Our poor Order of Souls rep is standing there ready to summon the spirits, wave our hands around, and hit us with some cryptic rune-fueled prophecy, and meanwhile, the devs are in the corner shouting, "Hey, by the way, here's what's happening for the next 3 seasons." Take the 2024 preview, for example. We got a lovely breakdown of what to expect. Not every nitty-gritty detail, sure, but enough to make any skeleton rune feel like yesterday's treasure map. Before Season 13, we got runes that ominously said ship resurrection. Ooh, what could that possibly mean? Such mystery, such intrigue, except whoops, we already knew that Flameheart was coming back in his burning blade thanks to the 2024 preview. He practically RSVP'd at this point. And let's not forget the lead up to Season 15. We got runes that said waking below. Chills, right? Must be something terrifying staring in the depths. But wait, hadn't they already teased the new Megalodons? You know, with pictures and dev commentary and 20 community posts about it? Yeah, shocker. The sea monsters are waking up. Yeah, we've seen the postcards. It's like the runes are trying their best to whisper the secrets, but the marketing team's behind them with a megaphone yelling, "Here's what's next!" And now it's ramping up again. Skeleton runes are showing up everywhere. On rocks, carved into the sides of outposts, scratched into walls. There's even one plastered across Merrick's chest at Port Merrick, like he went out and got a cursed tattoo from Flameheart's local shop. And a lot of them say things like Order of Bone and Blade, or King Flameheart, or Pirates for All Eternity, which sounds super mysterious and ominous, or at least it would, if the devs hadn't already revealed what this all means on their recent podcast before these even turned up. Yep, they beat the runes to the punch again. We already know Flameheart's resurrecting his Order of Bone and Blade, and that it's tied to the secrets he picked up from the ancient orbs back in Season 13. So now, instead of uncovering hidden lore through gameplay, we're just kind of retroactively spotting the decor for a party that already happened. Now don't get me wrong, it's cool seeing the world evolve, it really is. The runes, the markings, the spreading presence of Flameheart's cult, it's all great world building, but it feels backwards. It's like getting handed the dessert before you've even ordered the starter. Here's the ending, now go enjoy the mystery leading up to it. That said though, there still is a couple of runes that still has us all stumped. Maybe even 3. It's a little hard to tell. This new sequence has shown up on rocks and buildings around the world, and out of all of them, the only one we've got a confirmed translation for is the center rune, which means 2. So the phrase we're looking for here is something to something. And look, I'll be honest with you, I've spent way too much time thinking about this, like full crayon-munching, corkboard string-connecting levels of obsession, but without any translation keys or developer hints, we're flying blind. So all I can do is pull from what we do know. We know Flameheart's been dabbling in forbidden knowledge, pulling secrets from the ancient orbs left behind at skeleton camps. We know the other runes are all focused on his resurrection, his growing power, and the rise of the Order of Bone and Blade, which means they're all centered around the same narrative. I thought about this for a stupidly long amount of time, and then I remembered something. Back in 2022, there was a developer live stream at Christmas time, the very first iteration of what is dubbed the Orb. In between segments, the Servant of Flame spoke and teased what was supposed to be coming in 2023. Now, obviously, 2023 went through what can only be described as development purgatory, and the roadmap got totally reworked, but one line the Servant of Flame said stuck with me: "Will to Iron." At the time, it seemed cryptic, but now, with the Burning Blade back in the picture, the ship that's basically Flameheart's will forged into iron, the literal cursed sword of souls given form, and with a ritual where you absorb the ancient secrets into the ship, then back into its blade form, then into Flameheart's orb, it kind of clicks. This entire process is will to iron. The banished secrets locked in purgatory within their forgotten temples, their philosophies, their raw, dangerous will absorbed, reshaped into metal, and funneled into Flameheart's hands. If that's not will to iron, I don't know what is. So unless Rare steps in to tell us otherwise, I'm planting my pirate flag in this theory. The runes say will to iron. It fits the theme, it fits the structure, it fits the lore, and most importantly, it's one of the last genuine mysteries left to us before the devs explain his way in the next podcast. Let us have this one, Rare. Let us wonder. Let us connect the dots, even if we're drawing with crayons. Still, for all the grumbling about the devs getting ahead of themselves, for all the irritation about having dessert before our starter, you can't deny something's different this time, because we haven't had this level of world building in many seasons. These runes, they're everywhere. Not just Port Merrick, they're on rocks, on outposts, spread across distant islands, huge symbols painted like warnings, like neon signs from another world. Something's happening, something big, and it makes you wonder. What if this isn't just about updating the Reaper's bones? What if this isn't just a few new voyages? What if we're being led down the path of another pirate's lifestyle moment? What if there's something the devs haven't told us? Something they've hidden so deep not even the insiders or even partners like myself know about it? It certainly wouldn't be the first time. Think about it. Season 13, we got a spatter of journals hinting towards Season 14, and in Season 14, we got Merrick being confused at Sharpbait Cove, hinting to Season 15. But this is different, because this is a lot of work. A lot of painting the world in mystery and runes and warnings, and all for what? A couple of new Reaper quests? I don't think so. Something's stirring, and whether it's Flameheart, the Ancients, or something older still, the world is changing. So keep your eyes on the horizon, watch the shadows, follow the runes, keep your spyglass pointed at the Sea of Thieves social media, because if there's one thing this game loves, it's secrets hiding in plain sight. And who knows, the next big adventure might already be written, carved in stone, waiting for someone to read it.